Hello, welcome to Sunday morning coffee. Sorry I'm super late. I haven't long got up and yeah, stuff's not great at the moment, but I've got some stuff to show you, so hopefully that'll be all good. Do my usual, wait for you all to turn up. It should be pretty quick because I'm sure you've all been waiting. Being 7 minutes past and all, probably 10 minutes past now. Hello Angeli, hello, and all other 4 people for this too. What I'm doing right now is, is the Wi-Fi gone crappy again? Yay! Yes, I'm cutting up a pair of pants. I should show you, and then I'll get more viewers, won't I? Because they're like, oh, she shows pants. No, they're old faded pants. It's not good. But I've got some of the new miniatures, which their plan was to show you all of my super inked off World War II figures, but I haven't been able to do them because I've been not well, but I've got some here and I've got the stuff, so why not do a few here. Very impressed that arrived on Saturday after ordering on Friday. Yes, boom, back to shipping awesomeness. So hang on, why did I choose white? This is so grim. So basically this was a tip I got from Hassle Free, and I haven't found a fabric that's as good. And he said, Damien at Hassle Free said use pants. It may have been the long troll. Yeah, the long pants, the pants fabric, whatever it is amazing for doing this inking job, because it doesn't snag on anything, and it's got a little bit of stretch. It's just cut off anything that shows that it's pants, and it's just a rag. Calm down, it's just a rag. Of some very faded white pants. Hey, I use pants, woo! But they're not pants anymore. They are merely fabric. Yes, I don't own many white garments in general, as you see how many colours I wear. They never stay white. Let's just move some things out of the way. How are you all today? Sorry, I haven't said anything yet. I've just been cutting out pants. There we go. Let's just move that there. So I've got the casts this week. Oh, I've got these too. I meant to do this whole inking thing, and I've been in bed because I've been rubbish. I'll talk about that in a bit, because I don't want to make my stream all miserable. I'm just moving some minis without knocking them. Sorry ladies, just out of the way. You just need to be safe over there. That's it, just knock over the minis you haven't photographed yet. That's excellent. There we go. Hello everyone who's just joined. Sorry I do look a bit grim. I got out of bed and made the kettle and jumped on here. So I have, let me just clear it, this table's full of crap. How have your weeks been? Got the things. Oh, sorry. I would have had this all set up, but again, it's been a week. DIY crotchless plants with Annie. That's what I'm reduced to, because yeah. Sorry, I'm becoming aware this is a live that I probably should have skipped or moved to later in the day, but let's get going with it. So I bought a new cream. So this is what I use to ink minis, and have done since the start, since Damien's advice. So that's what Hassle Free do. He didn't say that particular brand, but that's what I picked up, and it's shoe cream and not shoe polish. And apparently there's someone who never polishes shoes. This is who knows, renovating cream. I bought a new one to try out, and it smelled delicious, but it was more greasy, so it turns out they are all a bit different. And this one's kind of dryish. I'll show you it there. But it's It reminds me when I used to do etchings. So with an etching you'd cut into the metal and then make it entirely black with the ink, the etching ink, and then you buff it off with rags. So it works like that, and I just like it as I've no idea what it's like to paint over, so I wouldn't recommend it for anything like that, but I just use it for the ones where I haven't had a painted version yet to show off. You do apply this cream with your pants. I've checked men's boxes are the same. I don't know what the material is, but yeah, it's that sort of softy, but it doesn't snag, so that's obviously a super zoomed in. But yeah, it really works, so who knew? I don't know how Damien found this out either, but I think thin t-shirts work the same as well. It's that same sort of material. But yeah, it helps a lot for showing off the minis before they've been painted. I've inked them a few times to try that out as well, but I just personally prefer this, and you get to play with pants, so let me find one for you. So these are some of the first casts that have arrived. I shall have a look at them here. When one is holding pants, one must wear the rubber gloves. Where are they? What did it's all here. Where are you, rubber gloves? I just had you as well. This desk is a strange. It's a strange goodies. There we are. So plot twist. It's not essential. It's just because I end up with black hands and I've got a lot to do if I get them done today. So it's just it all gets in my nails. Not that they're particularly long or anything, but it means when I do a live showing off some minis and I've got gruddy nails and go, it's not, it was the polish. So yeah, you don't actually need the gloves. I'm fulfilling everyone's fantasy today. I am aware of that in my checkered sad jacket. Oh, it doesn't make the noise. I don't know how to do the noise, sorry. I'll make it. It is the time of year where I start getting salute anxiety dreams as well, so I've just woken up from one of those, and they're horrible. But I did see, I saw Richard in my dream, and it made me want to go and message him and see if he's alright. Richard, who used to help for us at Salute, and he was running a really nice painting studio, and he's gone a bit quiet, so at least that's given me the little boost to send him a message, see if he's alright. But yeah, I have loads of Salute, well, everyone has Salute anxiety dreams, but everyone that's a trader anyway. So what I do now, sorry, as I'm painting, I'm just totally, so she's one of the WAF, you just totally black out so it's in all of the cracks. So I'm just doing that now. I won't do all of them obviously, but I'll just show you one, and it's got something to show you while I'm chatting. Oh, this is a terrible brush for the job. What's a silly Annie? Well, let's keep going. And you can't leave it on too long because it sort of dries, so don't just black up loads of them and then leave it, because it'll be harder to get it out. So you make sure you get it in all those, just getting it in all those little creases. The noise needs latex and not vinyl gloves. Oh, they're not latex gloves. Ah, you learn something every day. I will get latex gloves next time for you all. What else have I got to say? Have I joined the wrong stream? Morning all! We've got latex gloves and pants action today. Yeah. Just getting her all done, and I'll show you. I don't think I've showed anyone the process before. And this cream has dried up slightly, so I'm hoping it works. I gave it a little test. Because I hate showing you just the pure cast metal, because it never looks good. It's like the way the light picks it up makes them look like they're really bad casts when they're not, so I'm a bit about showing you them. Whereas because resin's dull, it's fine. But when you ink them, they look so much better just to show off all the details. So that's why I haven't shown you them all yet, because I wanted to get them inked. I know I've got stuff to talk about. Oh, there's Bad Squiddo week. I'm still ill, which is really annoying, and has not helped my mood. I'm fine, like physically right now. I feel fine, and well, I'm sad now, but all week I've been like pretty perky and fine, and like I can do anything, and then about 2 o'clock it just suddenly like hits, and I'm dead, and it's so frustrating because I've been wanting to do stuff and have gone from being fine to not being fine. But this week I've got a lot of the I'm all blacked up, and now I've buffed it off, so I end up with like one proper manky part of the rag and one that isn't, but I'll probably do a proper demo on it. But it just sort of do this and rub it off, because it stays in all the crevices then. So that's the start of it. Oh, there you go. So you can start seeing the detail. So I'll show you it here. And then as you get more off, you can be a bit more like, ooh. I've got some cotton buds as well, so if you can't get into some of the cracks, then you can do that. I've caught up from all the outstanding orders, which is awesome, and most of the emails, to be fair, from Christmas when I was behind. So they've gone out. Sorry, I'm really... yes, the orders have gone. I haven't even had a sip of the coffee yet either. I know the coffee sipper people, the ASMR fans, they're going, well, what's this crap? She hasn't even had a sip of coffee. She's moved on to the rubber glove gang. Yep, that's me. Obviously I'll show you more when this is done. Feel free to steal the tip. But again, I wouldn't recommend it if you to paint over it, because it's quite a thick, it's probably a pain to get off properly, you know, if you want to paint the mini. But for a display mini, I think it's ace. So yeah, the orders are caught up, which is amazing. The emails are getting there. The Facebooks I think I got through. I always recommend emailing if there's a oh god, I'm getting everywhere now. So yeah, then you start sort of putting it back on with grotty hands, so you move to the cleaner part of the dirty pants. Let's get that. I'm going to get into the details now. So she's looking like this currently, which still doesn't look great. That's because I haven't finished, so don't worry. Because you can really, because my my minis are almost pewter. They have a tiny amount of lead in just to give them a bend, so they're not fragile. You can really polish them up, which is kind of cool. Let me just put that there. So yes, emails, orders caught up. I have a lot on at the moment, in Annie land and in Bad Squiddo land to sort out, which is all behind the scenesy crap. But I'm doing my best. I know my plan was to release the Amazons today. Yeah, that's going well. I might do that this evening, to be fair, if I get this inking done, because I can just sit on the sofa and do that. So I'm on her face at the moment. I'm aware this is not the most exciting live stream, and don't worry, coffee fans, I will drink the coffee after I've got hair sorted. I want her good enough to show you all. Just getting in the gaps. I'm grinding in there for her. Yeah, right in there, right in there. And then it sort of pushes the black into the gaps a bit more too, which is good. And they're never going to look perfect, but they just give such a better idea of what the model you are buying actually looks like. Because I won't get them all painted before the pledge manager's up, so some of these will be these will be the photos for the final website-y thingy by the time the pledge manager goes up, so I want to make sure you can see them. Poor John's got his list of things to paint and it's crazy. But I have contacted Jez Allen, who's going to paint some of the he's not doing the Soviets, he's Soviets, World War II, he's painting some of the villages, because it's hard mixing painters when they've got a particular style. And I don't want anything to look major different, because I've switched from Andrew Taylor already on the World War II to John. I want to get Andrew Taylor back for some stuff. He's just been really busy, and my timelines of working are always terribly impromptu, which I accept is a pain in the ass for some people. So like the casters, currently I've been AWOL, and now I've reappeared and gone, hey, I'm better. And they're like, oh cool. Like, here, can I order 1 million things now please, and I need them by Tuesday. So that's generally what working with me is like, so I do not blame anyone. I think I've got a feel under pressure to make her perfect for this now, because I'm showing off this new technique, but she's probably fine. Let me just make sure I've got any old bits, and obviously if you realise you've got any bits off, then you can go back, blob a bit more on, take it off. I'm sure I saw a message, but I can't, I don't know if this will, oh it works. Did you spot the message about the free ebook on US women in Soviet Russia? I did, and it's in the pile to read, but I have so much at the moment, but that will be interesting, and thanks for sending me that, and do always keep sending me those sort of links. Are you managing to do any gaming? How's your Gaslands? I've done 0 gaming since the last Gaslands game. I'm just currently massively, I was gonna go into this, but I don't know. Mum's watching. If I say anything, Mum will be at the door in 2 minutes. I'm suffering a lot from massive overwhelm at the moment, and I don't have a life, and it sucks. So I'm trying really hard, so I'm just taking this glove off, to run my life and running a household, just all the crap, just the bills and the keeping it not an actual tip and all that sort of stuff, by myself, and run this massively growing business by myself takes up more hours than there are in a day, and I just can't do it all at the moment, and I'm really struggling with how I'm gonna get on top of everything, because there's always something that is urgent, and I just feel like I can't breathe at the moment. Yeah, so here she is. Da -da. And again, when you photograph her, she looks better. There we go. So she's loaded up with ammo for the Brownings, which will be in the Wolfgangs as the back of her. So I don't think anyone's actually seen her yet. So that's the first. So she's got up there loaded. Obviously painted, she'll look way cooler. And yeah, they always seem to look a little grainy, but they're not. It's just because it zooms in. Anyone who's bought them will know that they're super smooth. I'll do another one, but I'll have some tea. I'll have some coffee. Whew. So yeah, I haven't had a single chance for any sort of any activity, and unfortunately playing games is an any activity. There are a lot of things I have to do at the moment. So yeah, obviously my mental health is struggling massively at the moment too. So the day-to-day, just keeping everything running without anything in particular is a lot, and then I'll be ill because my brain won't work, and then I lose time, and then I lost a lot of time over Christmas. That was way too much time, and I didn't go in on my laptop the whole time. I was in bed watching Netflix on my phone. So a lot of stuff got behind, and then I get better, and then I have to catch up with that. So I feel like I'm doing the jobs of several people whilst having the time of half a person, because I have to, when I'm good, I think I can get all this stuff done, and I can't get into the mind frame of being bad. And so I think that I can do it all, and I can't. I'm not sure at the moment what's going on. I don't know. This is going terribly. I mean, sorry. I'm just trying to regain where I was going on there. Sorry, I feel really bad. This is embarrassing now. I'll get some more things inked whilst I'm there. Yeah. Oh, I've got a pilot. A pilot's good. A pilot's very good. I'll do her. But yeah, it is tooth. So I'm just trying to. There we go. Sorry, I'm not doing it. And some people helpfully messaging me that are watching the stream. We'll just put that down. Right. So this is one of the pilots. I can't remember what the order of painting I gave to John was, but so I don't know which ones will be painted. Again, they look so bad. They look so bad, and they're not. It's just how Mel shows up. So let's have a go with her. I'll put those clicky gloves back on. But yeah, I don't know. I wanted to talk about stuff, and I don't know. It's just a lot. There's a lot, obviously outside of Squiddo in general Annieland as well, and it's hard because I should probably just end this video because it's not professional. But sorry, if I have a moment, I will let me just sort myself out whilst I paint this for you. It's fine. I'm trying to think what I was actually. I was saying something productive, I'm sure. What is it? Sorry, just breathing. Bad Squiddo, life. Yeah, it's difficult because you're not supposed to talk about anything negative, and that might bring any sort of lack of trust or faith or whatever. So you have to just keep plodding on and smiling all the time, and it's really difficult. And Fenris going down, well, not going down, but effectively earlier in the week, sort of made me think quite a lot too about just how difficult it is. And when you see somebody when you see somebody that's been around for so long still struggling with very similar sort of things, you just think, you know, does it get better? I think Ian put that Fenris had been up for 32 years. I'm like, whoa. But to without being awful, I was like, but what, at the end of it you've got some wicked models, and it is, and it's hard because the nature of business makes you want to sort of flex all the time. So like talking to some businesses at shows, sometimes they'll be like, oh yeah, I totally sold like everything on my stand today and I made £1 million. You're like, your stand didn't even have £1 million of stuff on it, or whatever number they said. But it's this whole, you have to be like, yes, everything's amazing right now. Because as soon as you say it's maybe not, then people lose faith and all this. So that's why people that seem to be doing well just suddenly be like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. Like, yep. So it's obviously become a bit of a point of discussion in the industry, sort of thing. Every time we lose someone, really, and it kind of makes you reassess your own sort of position. And with it's difficult to talk about. My main problem is just that it's hard anyway. Running all this on your own. I can't have staff other than Mum, who's ace. I can't. Sorry, I can't. Expect people go, oh, get some help in, or even get some some, what's the word? Free boys. Get some free boys in. Like, I can't do that either. But I've been having some pretty massive struggles with my mental health, and managing that and managing the business and my life, just really simple but silly life things, is it's just so much, and you just think, what point do I get to do anything that's life? But that, again, now I feel like I'm moaning about Bad Squiddo. I love Bad Squiddo more than anything. Second to the guinea pigs. Sorry, Mum, you're third. But Bad Squiddo is my life, and I love it. And that's what makes me sad as well, looking at the Fenris situation, that it's not... Things like that, when they go, they're not just a business, and, you know, businesses they're not people. But when it's these sort of one person entrepreneurial stuff, it is the person, because it's so like attached. So I'm gonna take a coffee, but with my glove. Can't do that. My mum's Yorkshire puddings are terrible, so I'm not going for that. Although I am tempted. Thanks, Angelie. I'll message you after the thing. I didn't expect it to go like this. I'm starting now, that's the problem. But hey, I guess a bit of humaniness is good. And Sunday morning coffee is a summary of the week. So this has been a summary of the week, I guess. It's been grim, and I think that being ill over Christmas was tough, because I was sort of left with my own thoughts. So I'm at the scrapey bit. I won't do them all, don't worry. I'm just going to do a couple just to show you. This is probably the worst one to show you, because she's got so many details, and me trying to it's working. Yeah, the polish has dried a little bit, but I'm trying to get actual news I have for you. I need to do a newsletter. I need to do a proper Kickstarter update, but I don't want to do that till I've inked all of these. Yeah, I'm struggling with one of the advice a lot of people say is to take some time, look after you. I can't. I physically can't. I have to, because even just being ill has put me in a right crappy position of just being unable to do all the things, and it's doing all the things to live, to be able to pay bills. And that was something that sort of struck me with the Fenris thing, when I don't think people realise like how little we sell. Even when things are going well, we're still like struggling to pay the rent every month and stuff like that, and one sort of muck up that can be the final straw, sort of thing. And people don't realise, so you get a lot of, you should make these minis, and it's like, the minis cost thousands of pounds, and, you know, I'm eating instant mash again. But I just don't, I feel bad, because I don't want to, I don't want you to feel bad, and I don't want you to feel obliged for anything, or to, I know, like, inbox will probably start beeping and stuff, and it's fine. It's fine. So I'm on medication and all that stuff too, but it's that when it's the mixture of not just being a low amount of lovely brain chemicals, that can be sorted, and when it's what's the word? So that's one issue, and then just being stressed managing a business is another issue. But when there's the two, they just screw each other over all the time. and that's kind of been part of it too. Hang on, I'm getting there. I feel like I'm putting it back on her face again. Hello, Stacey, it's nice to see you. I think you were in my dream at some point as well. She's having weird salute dreams. She's looking terrible at the moment, but that's the point I'm at. I'm running out of fabric. I need to get a bigger ass to get some more pants. So I'm at the Buffy stage. It's also because I'm not doing it properly, because I'm being a mess. In fact, I've missed a load of messages, so sorry about that. Yeah, so it's like on the whole, stuff's amazing. The amount of the range is massive. The Kickstarter is great. There's lots to do, and there's lots to do. So yeah, sometimes I think I've just got to power through and do it and boss it. It's just, yeah, one fire gets put out and then there's another fire, and just being sorry, my brain. It is difficult, as Stacey says, making living with minis is very difficult. A lot of the smaller, nicer companies are pretty honest, and we'll have those sort of chats, and it's not the ones where they go, I've sold 1 million things in a second. Yeah. But, you know, I don't have any other income. I don't have a partner with an income, and I'm in a rented accommodation. I don't have any sort of, you know, backup-y security type thing. So it's, well, there's a lot of pressure to make everything perfect all the time, and it's always got to work, or I'm screwed. The best example I used ages ago was like, and I feel like if I had some sort of, what's the word? I don't know. For this is totally off from my brain rambles. A liquidy removery thingy to go on the top. That'd help for like buff the top bits up. This stuff is actually a bit dry, to be honest, so it's not doing its usual excellence because it's struggling to come off. I might take the gloves off. I've not used gloves before. Maybe they're not helping. Yeah, I've been on radio before. That was cool, to be fair. That's an automatic win. So yeah, it's really tough, and I don't want to be a martyr or always go, welcome to Annie's Sunday wine or anything. It's just really, really tough. And yeah, that's why I can't rest, because if I have a small rest, it's all over, basically. It's that constant, oh, that was it, yeah, that sort of laying the tracks down as the trains go in Wallace and Gromit when they're doing that chase scene. It's basically that. This one is not coming out well. I'm failing you all now. I feel like I need to lick it. Let's lick it. I don't even know what base this is. Is it water based? Is it oil based? Who knows? The word's coming to me though. I'm trying to think of some actual Bad Squiddo news, so to save the stream. It's probably over 30:30 anyway, but I want to ink some of these. I'll show you some of the casts too, even though I've got my disclaimer that they're just not as good. I only tune into your stream as it's real and not staged. You come for the tears, like. That's why I like doing this, is because I was thinking about social media earlier in the week. Like Twitter's my my realist, because you can actually Sunday wine. Yeah, Twitter's my like realist type thing in terms of communication. The Facebook posts are probably like the most formal. Watch Annie lick pants. The Facebook posts are probably the most formal. Instagram's just hashtags. Hashtags. Oh yeah, I'm sorry I've screwed this up. I may have been slightly distracted. Oh, I see. So there's a who's got wine bidding war going on in the comments, is there, eh? I might go back to bed. I don't know. Yeah. I feel terrible. But I felt I needed to let it out, perhaps. So, what a stream, eh? Right, what's she looking like? She's not done. I'm just polishing everything off for now. Maybe I'll have one more cotton bud go on her face. So look, and then looking pants. This is not PG anymore. Damn it, Peter! You listen to me saying how tough it is. I can't make money out of minis. I've got to lick pants and do coffee slurps on videos now. And my mum's watching this video, and now she's gonna know that's a thing. Don't look it up, Mum. Hang on, I think I'm nearly there. Hanny licks pants, that's a different live stream. Yeah, join my Patreon. Thank you, Stacey. I've no idea how you do it, to be honest. Your persistence and strength is admirable. Thank you. It's one of those where it's like, well, because we've got to. I've got no backup if I don't sell enough minis one month. That's it. So it's that hunger. It's literally hunger, I guess. Oh, there we go. And I don't want to master it. I do it because I love it. I love the minis. I love you all. It's all ace. But for, you know, actually having a comfortable life and stuff, it's it is not advisable, I say, unless you have a partner that has money or a job, a main job that has money. But I'm too far in now. If I started again today, brand new as an aspiring minis person, I think I'd just do Kickstarters and have a main job and just do Kickstarters. But fortunately for you, I'm already too far in, so I will be bad squiddoing until I possibly cannot bad squiddo anymore. So don't worry about that. I am here. I may be insane in the brain, but I'm making more minis for you, so do not worry. Right, let's see if she looks any good. She does to me, but it's whether the camera makes her look good. It's a whole other thing. But then the photography is a whole other thing too. So yeah, she looks crunchy. She's not. She's very smooth and lovely. But you can see, I'm excited to see her painted because so much of it is just greys and khaki and all that. But they've got a lot of different colours on in the RAF uniform. So sort of oranges and creams and navies all on the same mini. Doing the brief for John for the Rans. Alright. Might as well just shoot it with a navy. Navy. Maybe that's right. I was gonna say shoot it with a navy gun, and that sounded like something entirely different. Hello Ian, you've just turned up, but I've been talking about you, so you've missed all that. You missed all the drama as well. I'll show you. Oh, I know what I kind of want to ink and show you. I feel I need to redeem the stream now. So, there's a mini I really want to show you, but she could do with being inked. Let me just see. Have I got a knife? She's a dwarf. I can't remember who it is that's on the stream every week that always wants dwarfs. So I'm just going to just shave off the very, very tiny mold line that she has there. And then I'll ink her, and that'll be the last one, because she's, yeah, it's nice to show you something that isn't World War II. There's that. The guinea pigs are all grand for once. They are, so some friends made them what's the word? a bed basically. So they're raised off the floor and they're absolutely loving it, and that's my main like little happiness centre at the moment. Redeem the stream. Yeah, my happiness centre is the guinea pigs, and they're well chuffed with this new thing. It's not me just throwing them up. I think it's warmer for them and it's more comfy having just somehow being raised off the floor. So I get to see them from my sofa and see them, what's the word, just lying around like lions on the savannah. It's beautiful. I got some amazing pictures. I looked up yesterday and Sponge was on top of something really high that I don't know how she got up on. But she looked like she was roaring, but she wasn't. Carol, it's hard to explain. So she was high up, and then Carol was on a another high uppy thing, and I think they were having a bit of a dominance off, so she was going but it looked like she was roaring. It was amazing. See you, Stacey. Thanks for coming along. It's always good to see you. You should come back to the UK before we Brexit. And you're welcome. And I was playing Fox. I've been playing Fox and Sheep and Thief, and I was thinking of you. That's why I was thinking of you. I remember now. See you, Stacey. Have I got any other mod lines there? Not that I have mod lines. I've got a couple of mod lines. Ian Fenris messaged me just as I was about to go on the stream, and I replied with the word stream, and I think that he didn't know that I meant I'm about to go on the stream. So I think he's just realised now. Just thought I was talking about streams. I love streams, lovely streams. Right, I think she's ready for the goopening. Carol, yeah, so I've got Carol, Karen. Oh, I was going to say Moogle. I don't have Moogle anymore. I can't even name my guinea pigs, my brain in there. Gregor, of course. Nini. It's because I don't call... None of them have real names. I just call them weird stuff. Gotta run, keep swimming. See you, John. Nini and Sponge. Right, let's get this painted up. What time is it? I know I'll be over, but yeah, I'll go on for a little longer. Don't complain to the, I was going to say the BBC. Right, let me do, if I do it quickly, the stuff won't dry, and then I'll get a better effect. Yeah, normally, it looks better, but the stuff's dried out, because I've had it a while, so I'm gonna do this. It's a dwarf, by the way. Dwarf. Might have been Tom that was wanting dwarfs. But once these are properly inked, I've got them. I just need to release them. And that's what's frustrating. It's just like, I've got brand new releases here, and I don't have time to release them. And then I'll be struggling with bills, and like, I've got the stuff here that I can release, but I have to deal with the other stuff, and yeah. A while ago I was going to write down all of my job 1050. Oops. I was going to write down all of my job roles. I thought, I better not. It'll just depress me. But it is a lot. I do the jobs of many people, and I can't. That's it. I can't have a break because then that other thing isn't being dealt with, and then it just gets worse and worse. Right, this is promising. She's nice and creamy. The other ones were a bit dry. I've dug into the stuff. So here she is. Let's get that off. I guess seeing as Ian is here, I should mention. Oh, this has gone way better. Yes. I think the top of it had dried. The people that have gone will miss the true glory of the pants method. Yeah, seeing as Ian is here, check out Fenris. He is still taking orders till the 31st of January. Oh, this is way better. Now I get to show you it all. Yeah, I just never want you to think, because I hate doing bad script. I love it. It's the best. It is the best. And then, but then if I'm in this sort of mood and then I'm online and someone will say something like, Bad Squiddo is stupid. I'm just like, that's it. They hate me. They all hate me. I do all this stuff, but they hate me. There was that good article around Christmas, and it was from video game people. Sarissa shared it, so I shared it again. And it was very similar sort of thing. Like, we do this for you to make really cool stuff, and you hate us. But I feel sorry, my nose is running. I feel bad for anyone working in video games. They get so much hate. It's madness. Oh shit! I'm sorry. Like, that was the worst thing that's happened in this stream. Maybe yeah. I'm gonna take these gloves off because they're not helping. So she's nearly done. I'm just going to have to deal with having the black hands all the time. Yep, sorry gloves, you sucked. That was the first time I tried gloves. I'm back in the room, my brain has come back. I'm really sorry about this. Today, the stream, it's not exactly the... Of people say, yeah, I watch your stream because it's something to get up for in the day, and then for me to be that miserable is rubbish. So sorry about that. I'm back. So I think she's ready for the showings. Just need to get the bit under between her arm. I need to get out. I was way better. I think I took too long on that last one. She dried up. I need a little pin. What have I got here? Oh, I don't know. Should we just do this? Come on, out we get. Out we get. So that's pretty much it, to be fair. Right, let's try and show you her. So here she is. Again, she's nowhere near as grainy as she actually looks there. So her hair is amazing. Look at her hair. She's got that big old plait. And then these cool little cornrows at the side. Some lovely armour. Oh, what is this nubs? Does that mean it's a shield? I'll get the shield inked now. So yeah, when I'm photographing this, I'll do her eye again and then neaten that a bit up. Just didn't want you to wait forever. She's got a lovely... I just love... This is sculpted by Shane. He's did all the Amazons and dwarves. I've got a chunk of dwarves coming as well. What am I looking for? Her shield. I just ink her shield. Because her shield is really nice too. Where's that inky thing? So there's this wave, and I feel like every Sunday I go, there's gonna be new Amazons and dwarves, and they're there. Like the chunk, I had some at Warfare, and the stock is there, and they can be sold right now. But it's that whole, gotta photograph them, gotta upload them, gotta edit them, gotta write the descriptions, which itself is a small job, really. But there's a lot of small jobs. And yeah, I think that's just a lot of people don't realise how much goes into running these. Especially when I use all my energy to keep everything as upbeat and get the odd sort of comment that's like, oh, she doesn't know what she's doing. She just sort of runs around going, wee! I'm like, yes, I do. There is a large amount of going wee involved in Bad Squiddo, but there's a lot of other stuff too. Nah, this didn't work. Didn't work on the shield. Yeah, she is lovely. If I put a bit more in, hang on. Okay. So I like this technique because you can just keep going back. Whereas when you've inked it and then it's got a bubble or something, you go back over it and then that bit's a bit darker. And I wouldn't be surprised if my mum was like on the train. Don't come up on the train, mum. I'm okay. But like last week, I think I did the stream and then I went straight back to bed. Well, I don't want to update things with, oh, everything's rubbish, because that's not good either. And stuff like, because I was behind on the orders, I couldn't really I always feel like I can't update. I feel like I can on Twitter for some reason, But what is it? Sorry, my brain. I feel like I can do stuff on Twitter more. I like it. But yeah, on stuff like Facebook, I feel like when I've got things like outstanding orders or emails due because I've been ill mentally or physically or whatever, and I'm behind for whatever reason, I don't feel like I can post stuff because there's always one person. If I go, right, this is all being done, I'll put the post up saying, right, we're catching up with stuff. And then I'll post, hey, do you like our tube thing? Tell us what you think about the tube thing. And then the first comment would be like, oh, why haven't you replied to my email? I'm doing it. And then it becomes a thing. So when I've got lots to catch up on, I kind of go a bit quiet. And then that affects the business because I can't advertise. So it's all these little bits and boblets. I love the tube thing, by the way. Yeah, I'm not going to get a good job out of this on the stream. This probably would suit being inked better, but you'll get an idea of it. So this is the Dwarf's shield. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? So that, oh, if I can hold that on you. That there. How badass is she? So that's with me just, oh, I haven't even got it in the hole. There we go. What kind of stream is this? So yeah, if I do a neater version of that, basically, I can twiddle with that and make it better. And yeah, then it's just getting that up on the internet. But yes, a lot. Again, I never want to be like, oh, I have everything so difficult. But a lot of the small companies have got, you know, their own homes, so they're already sorted with that, or a day job, or a partner that has money, and all that sort of stuff. And I do not begrudge them that at all. And again, if I could go back and do it, I would do it that way. But there's still that sense of security, and those people a lot of the time underprice things to reflect that because they don't need that money as much. So then when I'm trying to price things to actually live, you then get the people going, oh, that's a little bit too expensive. No, all right. And I had this to some extent with the dice bags, because that'd be people that would crochet for fun and again wouldn't need the money, so they'd just sell it for whatever. But I do think it's slowly changing with that as well, because obviously the price of metal's going up, the price of everything's going up, and I've seen some companies realise that they have to actually start charging proper money for things. Adopt a kid, free labour. When people say about their kids helping out, I'm like, oh yeah, like, it'd take me ages to grow one. I could adopt one. Then they'd be rubbish. And I've got to feed them. You got to feed them, haven't you? And they'd want some heating as well, and like, they want so much these days. We're back in the workshop. Oh no, don't come investigate and I find Annie's illegal workshop found. That would be a good scandal though. Ah man, my coffee's a bit cold now. I'm gonna keep going just to redeem the stream. Now I'm back. What else have I got to tell you that I didn't tell you last week? I'm sure there's been some exciting news somewhere in there. Got some restocks ordered, so some of the casts were low in stock and they're being sorted, so there's that. Vamp Attack is ridiculously soon, which is another stress. I will be there, do not worry. I would justify the bad in Bad Squiddo. I'm not bad to the bone, I'm bad because I exploit child labour. No, someone will make a clip out of that. I'm bad because I exploit child labour. No children are harmed during the makings of Bad Squiddo miniatures, unless my casters are running a child labour den. They don't. Do part-time adoption. Find some local kid squid who's hiding in the corner with comics and give them snacks in exchange for help. That's what I do anyway. I totally don't lurk around Bugman's looking for people to pick off. know, you look like someone that could do with some blister packing. That's another thing as well, though. Like, talking seriously, so many companies that will sort of get big quick. They do use the free boys, and I can't. You know, that whole let's exploit people that are really massive fans of stuff, and of our stuff, and we'll just take advantage of them and get them to do free bits. And obviously, you're not naming any names, but I see that quite a lot, and yeah, it just sucks. Sometimes it's okay if it's, you know, like the odd sort of bit, but we see people that are basically like interns in that sort of fashion and are never going to get jobs out of it, and it's just a bit crap. But yeah, I do, I just get my mates around occasionally if there's a lot of stuff to do mass blister packing, or if it's Salute, then yeah. Trying to get things sorted before Salute. The terrible dream I had, oh my god, I get them mixed up with, because I used to work a lot of festivals, so in my brain they go whoop. Yeah, there's that difference between just helping out the odd time or whatever to being really exploited, and that's the one that the people do. So be like, oh, you know, get a young web guy or whatever. Like, yeah. Oh, sorry, what was I going to say? If it's, can you just do me this one favour? It's a bit different. I was going to say something interesting and I forgot. Oh yeah, it wasn't interesting, it was my crappy dream. We've gone from that to... yeah, it was horrible. I got in the bad tent, so my stand, even though I've now got 18 feet, and then it was split in two, and I'd set it up, and then it opened, and I'm like, no one can find me, so we're going to have to move the racks, and it was a general nightmare. And then this guy was selling shoes on my stand, and I'm like, why are you selling shoes? And he said, you said that I could sell shoes on your stand. I was like, I probably did. It was a nightmare. I was next to Deep Cut, that was fun, in my weird dream thing. And yeah, I got, what was it, they left early. Everyone left at 2 o'clock, which is what happens at really bad. At some smaller shows, people pack up earlier than the suggested end time. Obviously it does not happen at Salute, but yeah, they were going, we're starting off, it's 2 o'clock, it's dead now. I was like, but I haven't made any money. Nobody's found us. And yeah, Deep Cut were in the entrance to the weird side tent. And they were like, yeah, it's bollocks, yeah, let's get out of here. I'm like, god damn it, my whole year has been building up to Salute and I got put in the side tent. Yeah, and now, if I wrote all of my Salute dreams, they're madness. I get there and I've got no stand, I've got no staff. One of them I had no casts, and then I had to get the train to my parents, and my dad had a friend that might have one of these casting machines, and it was like, oh god. But Salute, it's all these things where some traders you see go, oh, screw the Salute stress, we're not doing it. But it's always worth it. I love Salute so much. And it's worth it for the business, and it's worth it for me because I get to see loads of people and it's fun, and we get to go a bit more over the top than at some of the smaller shows where we'd probably just break them a little bit, like put a couple balloons up and that's a bit much. Whereas Salute, I can do the whole stream of balloons, glitter, tutus, and all that sort of shenanigans. Oh no, they weren't Squiddo shoes. They were really nice handmade leather shoes. And these guys had come over from, it was like Germany or something like that, and they were really excited to be able to share my stand to sell these shoes. I was like, I probably did say maybe, but they're here now, I can't send them off. But my stand's really expensive. But it was just like, what do I do? These guys, it was right in the middle. They're like, no, you said we could go right here in the middle of your stand selling these. They're lovely shoes. I highly recommend. Alistair was there. Thanks for the promotion. Yes, I haven't got them on because I just got up, but I've been wearing them pretty much every day, as people can attend to. Alistair, you can put a link if you want. He has a little chain. He has a chainmail shop of handmade jewellery and things like that. And I bought some earrings off them. I've been wearing them. They're wicked. So I gave them a shout out on the Twitters. I really like them. I've been wearing them all the time. and my ears are sort of closed up, so I've been wearing them to try and get them back, and then I can start wearing guinea pig earrings and stuff like that. It's the goal of life. Can survive the horrors of dreams, real life should be no problem. When I first moved here, so not last salute, the salute before, pretty much, apart from it being outdoors, all of my salute nightmares came true. And it's, yeah, if you saw me earlier in the stream, then you saw me at the salute was just, it was such a mess. I was just unprepared, I wasn't well, and luckily that was the year that Hayley and the gang saved me beyond, I don't know how I would have even done the salute, but everything pretty much from all my nightmares was happening one by one. I'm going, this is real, I want to run away. But I was saved by my awesome people. And in my salute nightmares, I do tend to have a lot of people not turning up and stuff, and that's the opposite because I have a wicked salute team, and I've got Angeline now as well, which is super cool. So thank you. I should go. Mike, I don't think you were here last week, but I did a whole thing about the little lady you sent me, and I really like it. So thank you. In case you didn't see that. So she's the Raoul Parfa. So if you look, she actually doesn't look as that sort of like graininess as mine, but that's because she's got more lead, so she's softer. But it also means that she's not as good cast. But she is from like 1980, so that's okay. But I love her. I am going to paint her up for this the Shield Maiden army that's never going to happen. She'll get painted up for putting that. She's totally going to go in there. Yeah, if you watched last week's, I chatted about her quite a lot. And I was talking just about the castings and how they work, and comparing her metal to that metal, and that sort of... If I get 10 hard reacts, I'll eat it. I've also got, and I've been cast, this whole blooming... It's a beer making set. I've showed you it before. There's loads of bits to it. There's just so much stuff on the desk that I can't. But it's a whole brewery set, and it's beautiful, and it's ready to go. I think I even priced it somewhere as well. Again, they just need to go on the website, but I hate doing that, again, when there's people waiting for orders, because they're like, oh, you've been doing this, but you haven't done my thing. So now they're out the way, I still have a million of old, so I just saw the word old hammer. I have a lot of behind the scenes tasks, and that's behind the scenes Squiddo. Behind the scenes Annie is just dismal at the moment, so I've got stuff, all that sort of stuff to do. So I'm not like, oh, I've done the orders. I have a whole blank slate of things now. But it means I can slowly squeeze in some of these tasks and get some stuff sent out. Oh yeah, I absolutely love her. It was just chatting about just how casting has changed and how mould making's changed and the metals and stuff. But the fact that it was 1980 and there's a sensibly dressed Shield Maiden is amazing. Well, 1979, and I actually love her. So at some point they had it and then they went backwards again, which was a bit odd. But yeah, it was Raoul Parfa. I'd love to know who sculpted her. Someone suggested it could be Tom Mayer. I should be interested, so if you do know, I should post her in the Old Hammer group, shouldn't I? I think I should probably go now. I think I've got all the stuff that I have shown you. So the week ahead is hopefully going back. I'll come back to work. I did 4 days in the office last week. That was amazing. That was a world record for this year. So hopefully I'll be in all next week. I've got some Fat Attack prep to get on with. I need to sort out the show racks, which are currently drowned in old mouldy sofa because I haven't got the council to come and take the old mouldy sofa away. If my racks are moulded, then I'll be mad. I just can't get to them because they're in the way. So I need to sort that out. Yes, Mother, you can come up to do some blistering. I'll let you know when though. What else does lie ahead? I urgently need to get some briefs to the, not those briefs, some briefs to the sculptors to finish the World War II, and because I've been rubbish, everything won't be sculpted by the time the pledge manager is up, but I will keep the pledge manager open until it's all sculpted. So people that just know what they want anyway can whack it through at least, and people that want to wait to see specific minis can do so too. Means we get a bit of a start on it, that's all. I love this. Yeah, you can't see the full beauty, but she is amazing. And she is one of many, many models. I've got a whole box of them here. Oh, I love them. Adelaide Hall makes me really happy. She's so lovely. Da, da, da. Oh, before I go, Rob McFarlane, hello. I was just saying I need to talk to some sculptors. I won't talk to you live on here. And hopefully you're still here and you haven't gone and disappeared again. Just very quickly, need to have a proper chat with you. Oh yeah, I won't do it on here. But there's some things where Alan has sculpted the people, and then Rob's gonna do the. Where are you? The tech bits. Some of the WAF. So I've got them done in cast. So I need to arrange a meeting with Rob. Just where are they? Can't find it now. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I need to arrange a meeting with Rob and chat about what I need him to do and what to do with these. So these are the people. Again, they're totally raw, shy. They're just test casts, so don't worry about them too much. So that's them. And then Rob's going to do the theodolite, which she's got, and the balloon, which is going to go on that peg. So that's a whole other... So that's a two-man team making that. Yeah, they're very quick test casts, so don't worry about any imperfections. Because they get... all of these go... they all get looked at loads, and then I chat to the caster and say, that bit there, is that going to be a thing? That bit there, and they'll say, oh, that's just because of they're the first few spins. So the pilot, for example, she's got a bit of a weird colour on it because she's the first few spin. But rather than binning them, just get me to check them out. And then you'll be like, some of these, although he's not told me which, are actually production casts. They've straight to production, and that's pretty impressive. So nice. Right, I'm gonna go. Thanks for sticking by. Check out. Oh yeah, I added loads of stuff to the bargain bin, and most of the good stuff's gone. It got raided so quickly, but there's still some really cool stuff in there. Nothing's wrong with it. They're all lovely miniatures. They're stuff I used to stock, and I just don't anymore. And I kept meaning to stock them out to take them to trade shows as the bargain bin. And I've stocked them back in, and their prices just to get rid of them because my office is entirely full of stuff. So the more I can clear space for my new releases and all that, they basically just go away prices. So go have a look at that. But yes, yeah, there's some cool bombshell. If there's any bombshell stuff left, that's my favourite. That and statuesque minis. They're in there at a super discount, so yeah, go get them. Thank you for coming along and putting up with me and not running away or freaking out. And I will see you next week. I did think about doing another sort of inky video at some point, maybe later or something, but who knows. I'm gonna go off. But thank you. Bye.